there guys, welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Symphonia HD Blind, Dawn of the New World. That was probably not in the correct order, but regardless, hey, that's what we have. Yes, for those of you that are paying attention, we did just have an upload of this yesterday. My cats, and I love you guys to death, kitties, I really do, but my cats kinda sorta ate through my Xbox controller, which means that I could not record Batan Kaitos, and Danganronpa 2 is, on its normal post-trial hiatus. So, hey, this is the only game I can record, so that's the game I'm going to record. Last time we talked to Rain, oh my gosh, Rain became one of my favorite people, because she was like, she really just laid it bare of, look, you know, people have different experiences, not everyone's going to agree with your assessment of Lloyd, that doesn't mean that you're wrong.
Professor Sage.
But it means that you can't sit there and be all pissed off that not everyone agrees with you when they have different life experiences. And Emil was just sort of like, oh, that makes sense.
Pepe, I'm sorry to bother you, but can you tell these two about when you saw Lloyd?
Was Pepe in the first game? I don't remember him.
But aren't they out for revenge against Lloyd?
That's just a big misunderstanding, I assure you.
That's interesting, because Rain is lying to the townsfolk.
Well, if you say so, Professor Sage. Not too long ago, I saw him on a strange flying thing headed towards the Triet ruins. It was definitely Lloyd. I'd know that spiky hair anywhere.
Really? Thank you so much.
Emil, let's hurry. We might still be able to catch up with them.
I wonder where the Triet ruins are. I mean, I don't remember specifically where they are, but I remember the name, but with the world being completely restructured.
Right.
Hold on, I'd like to go with you.
Why?
To make sure you don't, like, get yourself killed?
I was Lloyd's teacher. If he really has strayed, I need to set him back on the right path again. Also, the fact that he's after the Centurion's cores troubles me. 6 months ago, he was on a quest to collect X-spheres.
That is, I almost wonder if Lloyd has it in his head that the Centurion's cores are created from, like, the suffering of animals or something, and so he's just trying to destroy them all without really understanding what they are. Granted, that also works under the assumption that we actually understand what they are. All we really have is Tenebrae's word for it, which, granted, Tenebrae should know better than anyone else, but I do notice that after we got the other X-sphere and we got, what was it, Ventus? Ventus doesn't show up. Ventus hasn't said a goddamn word. So, and I don't know where Tenebrae's core is. I mean, do the cores exist once the Centurions wake up? So it's very, we don't have a direct source that this is actually happening the way we think it is.
It was an important mission to him. He promised his father he'd complete it.
His father?
Do you mean Dirk?
Anyway, I'm interested to
That's a
know
nice
why Lloyd
sidestep.
would abandon his quest for X-spheres to look for Centurion's cores.
What do you think?
Let's have her come with us.
I mean, I don't think we can keep her away. Though, Human Ranch kind of taught us she's going to come regardless.
With her along, we might be able to find out more about what happened in Palmacosta.
Yeah.
Then it's settled. I look forward to traveling with you.
Alright. So here's the thing. And I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but if I take Marta out and just switch her straight with Rain, Rain is a lower level, but I do want to kind of enjoy the different characters as we have access to them. And I'm not sure, you know, like Rain and Marta seem very, very compatible. They're both long-range healers. Granted, I think Marta's a little bit more...
Oh yeah. Marta, we should introduce Rain to Tenebrae.
Oh, right.
How may I be of service?
A talking animal? No, a monster. Oh, you're the one Colette was talking about. Tenebrae, correct?
I'm kind of surprised it took her that long to put it together, just because Colette tells you about someone named Tenebrae, and then we say we're going to introduce you to someone named Tenebrae, and your immediate thought is not this the same person? Granted, it just took her all of like 3 seconds.
You seem like an intelligent person. I am grateful for your assistance.
You don't feel quite the same as a summoned spirit. Much closer to a monster.
Rain, don't feel Tenebrae.
No doubt because I employ monsters as my servants.
Very interesting indeed. I'd love to learn more about it. We must talk later.
I don't understand why everyone in this game seems to like forget that you can walk and talk at the same time.
It would be my pleasure.
Wow, Rain is totally unfazed.
Well, she's seen a lot of weird stuff and invented more of
Yeah,
it.
no kidding. I guess she's just naturally composed.
Okay, gonna save real quick. Not that we've actually done all that much since we saved the last time, but hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Gonna very briefly run around Asalia. Yep, that's why.
So, Rain, you're a half-elf, right?
Do the two of you fear half-elves as well?
I was always taught that half-elves were evil, but you don't seem any different from us.
I leave it to you to form your own opinions of me.
To be honest, half-elves do sort of frighten me. But I don't want to think you're a bad person just because of your race. Some humans are bad people too.
I see.
What complicated creatures these humanoids are.
I've got to say that people that are aware of their kind of inherent racism are some of the... This sounds weird, but some of the more brave people that we have in the world. Because it is so easy to just outright say, no, I'm not racist, of course not. But to be honest about it, I'm not saying that everyone that says they're not racist is secretly racist, but I think a lot of people are... almost all of us are born with certain prejudices that we don't even know of. And until you seriously sit down and examine them, you'll deny them outright. So I really respect people that are like, you know what, no, this is my gut instinct and I know it's wrong. And I need to consciously reject it.
I thought the two of you must be getting hungry, so I decided to put together a meal. Here you are.
Wow.
What exactly is this?
Oh, right. I almost forgot to explain. These are rice-stuffed lemons. You know how sushi rice can taste so good you sometimes forget how much you've eaten? Well, I thought I'd try to create that same addictive quality in a more ordinary, everyday rice dish. I started by emptying out some lemons, then filled them with rice, and cooked them just like that. Last but not least, I added garam masala to punch up the flavor. It's revolutionary.
I am thankful that we Centurions are spared the joys of eating.
Poor Rain. I don't remember, was that a thing in the first game where, like, Rain is constantly trying to make weird things? Okay, seems like we're done with, skit creation. Wait, what? Interesting. So I can walk to Lewin? I thought I was like across the world. Wow. Huh. Now that does, to a certain degree, beg the question, though. Why are these the only 6 places you can go? I can go to the Tower of Mana, but I can't go... I mean, it's like, if you can actually walk back, why can't you walk back anywhere? I guess it's just a, like, weakness of the way the system is built. Where it's only going to allow you to walk certain places. They can't have, like, every single location on the map at all times. Go, 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 go! Well, that was a long way around. Hold on. Aren't we at the edge of a desert? Geography, like, learn yourself.
What's the matter?
What happened? I'd heard the giant tree destroyed some of the area. But the precious ruins! The polycarbonate! Such a terrible loss of priceless history!
I think this is the first time we've seen Rain completely freak out like this. I mean, we've seen her get, like, super into stuff whenever there's stuff to learn, but this all of a sudden?
Maybe Rain has a split personality too.
Two?
Well, I mean, when you're in battle, and sometimes even when you're not, you change into a different person.
Really? I change when I'm not in battle?
Admit, how do you not know this?
Yeah, I thought you knew.
You said that the Knights of Ratatosk have the ability to change form in battle.
Yes. It seems like I transform once I'm possessed by Ratatosk's power.
And Ratatosk's core is living off of Marta.
Yes, it's this jewel on my forehead.
I see.
So does that mean as
Sorry to interrupt, but I sense both humans and monsters within the rubble. Perhaps we should investigate.
Does that mean as Emil gets more and more powerful, it's going to become more and more draining as Ratatosk will have to channel more of his power into him?
Really? Rain, let's go take a look. It might be Lloyd.
So, like, eventually will Emil get to such a point where Marta is just, you know, like, unconscious the whole time?
Yes, you're right. Let's go.
You really are a fascinating creature, Tenebrae. May I touch you?
If you wish.
Ooh, you don't feel quite like a cat or a dog, or even Noish. I've never felt anything so soft. So this is what it's like to touch darkness.
You are too kind, really.
Whoa! Your skin stretches this much? Ah, this texture can only mean you're a shapeshifter.
You must be quite experienced to make such deductions from a single touch.
Your way of speaking is quite interesting as well.
Your interest is flattering.
I'm not. Can I not? This is annoying.
When Colette was talking about maniacs, did she mean you, Rain?
It's true that Colette and the others have often accused me of being an archaeology maniac. But what about the term maniac made you think of me?
Oh, it's just that Colette mentioned a friend of hers who seemed to act like a totally different person near ruins.
Like a different person?
Yes, she described her friend's transformation
Be
as
careful.
berserk, crazy, insane, frightening, dangerous, monstrous, inhuman, reckless, disturbing, and completely out of control.
That is the opposite of being careful.
Mistaken.
And you're saying that's what I'm like, Emil?
What? She didn't... Tenebrae, stop doing things like that.
We must be merciless!
Ravaging fire!
I am so glad I now have the ability to combo in the air. Good job. The bear is slow, but oh my god, when the bear actually closes with you, he just melts faces. So I'm not... Do I just run around this? Apparently yes, that's exactly what I do. I was expecting there to be like a puzzle to solve or something. Genis! What is Genis doing here?
Man, I give up.
Genis has much longer hair than he used to.
Genis.
Oh, that's right.
Rain?
What are you doing here? I thought the plan was to meet up back in Asalia.
You can't really say too much, Rain, when you came here as well.
I'm sorry. It's just that I saw Lloyd, so I tried to follow him. Wait, who are these people with you?
Ah, well, you see.
Wow. So that's why you all came here.
So, don't tell me Lloyd had the ability to put a monster to sleep.
So Lloyd came through here?
He did. But now this monster's blocking the path. I tried attacking it, but it won't budge.
Must be quite the monster to be able to shrug you off. I mean, you are fairly advanced in magical arts at this point.
I wonder how Lloyd managed to move it.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just, like, jumped down on the side.
Perhaps he fed the monster.
What the hell is that?
This is the first time Tenebrae is, like, forgotten to stay hidden around strangers.
I am Centurion Tenebrae. A pleasure.
Oh, right. You're that Tenebrae guy she mentioned.
Man, Colette just went around and talked to everybody. She's such a gossip. She learns something, she just has to go be the first one to tell absolutely everybody.
It's Tenebrae. Now then, when this particular monster is asleep, it absorbs all attacks.
This thing wasn't here the last time we came to the ruins.
This type of monster thrives in warm environments. It likely fled here in an effort to escape the oncoming cold.
Okay, so first we need to get some food for this guy. What does he eat?
His diet consists primarily of freshwater fish and monsters.
If we're looking for fresh water, the Triet Oasis isn't too far from here.
Alright.
If you're going to Triet, I'm coming with you. I'm tired of staring at this thing.
Interesting.
Genis, you and Rain are siblings, right? So that would make you a half-elf too.
Yeah, though I'd think that was pretty obvious. Half-elf. What, the two of you don't like half-elves?
I don't mind the two I've met so far.
Well then, that's good enough for me. We usually get dirty looks when people find out what we are.
Was it that way with Lloyd?
Lloyd's the kind of guy who couldn't care less if you were a half-elf or anything else for that matter.
He is?
Well, that's interesting. I certainly didn't expect this. You know, to get into the ruins and immediately sent away. Even though this is a fetch quest, it does spice things up a little bit.
So this is what you've been up to. No wonder you've been away from Isalia an awfully long time.
With everything people are saying about Lloyd these days, I figured I should get the story straight from him.
I see. Well, I'm glad we ran into each other.
Yeah. By the way, notice anything different about me?
What could it be?
Come on! Can't you see I'm taller? Take a good look. My voice is even a little deeper.
You don't say. How much taller are you?
A 1/16 of an inch.
I don't know, if there was anyone that would actually be able to detect that, I would think it might actually be Rain. Okay, yeah, we definitely want to enjoy these guys while we have them. So we need freshwater fish and monsters. But yeah, I'm glad they were like, no, go back to Triet, because I was like, I haven't actually. It's like we just did a dungeon, and then we had like a few scenes, and then we're in another dungeon. God damn. So I'm glad they're like, no, we need to lengthen out the time between dungeons a little bit.
It's snowing in Triet. This is a desert.
Yeah, it's all the Centurion's fault.
It must be
Centurions
related
is
to all the strange weather we've been seeing everywhere. It was pretty cold in Isalia too.
But I was just here a few months ago, and it wasn't like this at all.
I heard it started snowing here about a month ago.
Well, that was rude of it. Tell not to do that.
This may be due to a dormant Centurion's core.
But would that cause the weather to change this dramatically?
Well, it caused a lake to cease to exist.
The natural balance could have been further disrupted by the awakening of another Centurion's core.
Man, these Centurions' cores sound like serious trouble.
We haven't actually told him, and now poor Tenebrae is like, I am not trouble.
My deepest apologies.
Kendama?
Genis, why do you use a kendama as your weapon?
Lloyd made it and gave it to me for my birthday. It helps me concentrate when I use magic.
So you just started using it as a weapon after that?
Sort of. See, once when I was playing with it, the string broke and the ball hit Lloyd smack in the head.
Really?
Colette took one look at Lloyd passed out on the ground and said I'd found the perfect weapon.
I thought these people were supposed to be friends.
I actually thought that was going to come to a, you know, oh wow, Lloyd didn't just like attack you on the spot when you accidentally hit him.
Aren't you cold?
Yeah, it's freezing. It's not even dark yet, and it's already this cold.
It's really
Look at
stupid.
that. If we don't do something, and fast, I'm gonna freeze up solid.
Really, Genis? I thought the cold didn't bother you all that much.
That was just when I was a kid.
You still look pretty much like a kid to me.
Who asked you? I'm gonna have my growth spurt any day now.
The Uncle game? What the hell is the Uncle game?
Snow in the desert. I do hope the desert's ecosystem will be all right. The majority of creatures that make their home here should be able to weather the cold, but still.
I hadn't expected Mana would be this far out of balance. Lord Ratatosk would be horribly dismayed at this state of affairs, I'm sure.
But it's so romantic! Arm in arm with your significant other. It's the perfect place for a stroll.
Significant other? Yeah. Maybe me and...
You're still after Presea.
I think we just got a glimpse of Genis's true colors.
We've glimpsed them before. So interesting, we came here in order to get some like fresh water for the monster, but there's like you can't get any water out of the well because it's frozen. Theoretically, Genis might be able to heat it up with some magic, but it didn't give me the option. Look around, see what we can find. If you're here to see the sights, I'd recommend doing some ice fishing in the Oasis. It's far more interesting than seeing the Triet ruins. Yeah, stay away from the ruins. Talk to her? Anybody in here? Hello. What about you? What do you have to say? Fascinating. I'm so glad I talked to you. That completely remade my, experience with this game, to know that you're a budding actress. That's a weird term, actually. Budding? I mean, I know it's a term used for flowers, and they're trying to say the actress is going to, blossom or something, but it's a very odd term. Alright, what about you? What do you got to say? There was no in Triet, so I came down as fast as I could. Why? I guess maybe... Wait, what? The music hole? It's the prized treasure of our town. I'm trying to remember what caused that. I'm pretty sure that was Lloyd going through it in another case where he got hit by something, but I don't remember the exact circumstance. Wait, we're synthesizing in reverse. I thought I was making them. I'm not allowed to change any of their stuff. Okay, good. Weapons. I like weapons. Why am I buying this from a kid anyway? Who leaves a kid in charge of like weapon acquisition? Why are you leaving afterwards? I'm very clearly not done. Yeah, if you only do one page at a time, that's annoying. Okay. Wow. You're out here with a stall and you won't even sell anything to me? You're the worst salesman ever. I might as well buy some of these, just in case. You never know when I'm going to run into stuff like this. this the actual oasis? It should be. If I remember correctly, it is. Yep, and frozen over.
It's completely frozen.
How are we supposed to catch water monsters now?
Get out your phones, guys.
Do you want me to melt the ice with magic?
No. You may fry the monsters before we can even get to them.
Well then, how about we cut a hole in the ice and fish them out?
Okay, we need to go get a fishing rod then.
Oh, jeez. Is this going to be a mandatory fishing side quest?
No need for that. I can transform into a fishing rod, and we can use one of our monsters as bait.
Wait, what? What?
You can actually do that?
Of course.
But do you really want to use one of our monsters as bait?
Yeah, that seems a little cruel.
Don't worry. I won't let it get eaten. Think of it as a lure and nothing more.
Let's go with Tenebrae's plan. Lloyd could be getting away as we speak. We don't have time to waste.
Really, you just want to see him turn into a freaking fishing pole just to see what it looks like. You're looking at this as science, not practicality.
That's true. Go for it, Tenebrae.
Then let's go to the lake's surface.
Well, I guess that's what we're doing.
This
Banana?
must really be powerful if they can freeze an oasis in the middle of the desert like this.
If this keeps up, it won't be long before you can hammer a nail with a frozen banana.
A nail? With a banana?
Yes, an experiment quite popular when I was a child. I wonder if they still do that sort of thing in schools these days.
Not that I can remember.
If you ask me, I'd rather eat the bananas than use them in experiments.
I suppose you're right.
Bananas are amazing. Bananas are one of my favorite flavors. A guy dressed all in red? Okay. Obviously we want 5 of everything. Fortune teller? Today will be a good day of good fortune. I'm seeing a lucky day set on your journey. You may even rediscover yourself. Okay, can't get onto it that way. Can't get onto it that way. How do I get out there? Oh. I press the X button to descend.
Ready for some monster fishing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Splendid! First, allow me to transform into a rod.
Shouldn't first we cut a hole in the ice?
Next, select a location where you'd like to fish and cut a hole there.
Right.
Now choose a monster to use for the bait.
Okay, this time. Let's try this one.
Now let's get started.
So I'm going to tell you what it picked? There's this one blinking in the green region. I have a little chair. That kind of scared me. I was all waiting for something to happen, and then it just, like, for a split second, I was like, ah!
Whoa! I think I got a big one!
Awesome, good job, Emil.
It's heavy!
Don't you dare let go of me.
But...
You can do it, Emil!
I love how they've actually, if you look at it, the, like, line is just part of the model for the fishing pole. Because the line is totally, like, almost shooting out of the hole whenever he pulls back.
Everybody, pull at the same time.
Wow, this looks slightly inappropriate.
Okay.
1,
2,
3.
What the heck is that?
That is a favorite of Bartek's, our path-blocking friend in the Triet ruins. However, it's rather large.
It is. Man, he's gonna really pass out if he eats that thing.
Hey guys, I think it's looking at us.
Well, obviously.
Here it comes! Oh, violent torrent. Blast! Maddening gala of the spirits of the earth.
I like Phoenix Rush. Phoenix Rush seems pretty good for pinning them down. Now, was I supposed to recruit it or not?
Are we really going to carry this thing? It looks pretty heavy.
It isn't dead yet. Why don't you form a pact with it?
What? But we're going to feed it to the Bartek.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a little bit cruel.
If we can use it as a distraction, it doesn't have to actually get eaten.
This is indeed true. Emil, please make a pact.
I'll give it a try. Don't yell at me if I fail.
I'm totally gonna yell at you if you fail, Emil. Oh, they didn't even show the animation?
Finally make some progress in the ruins.
Right. Let's hurry and go after Lloyd.
Alright.
Wow, Tenebrae. That was the first time I saw you turn into a fishing rod. Truly fascinating.
I knew that was right. Ray wanted to see it.
A dog?
Please. I have been called the Centurion of 1,000 Faces. I could even become a jaw-droppingly beautiful woman if I so chose.
A beautiful woman?
Yeah, right.
Emil was the only one interested, or confused, or concerned, or not agape.
I'd never actually gone fishing before that.
Oh yeah? That's pretty rare for someone who grew up in Palma Costa. I mean, it's right on the water and all.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what did you think?
It wasn't easy getting a bite. It was tricky knowing when to reel in and when to let out the line.
That battle of wits between hunter and hunted is fishing's greatest joy.
How do you know?
You'd never learn the thrill of the hunt fishing for Lady Marta, though. She's far too easy a catch.
Well, excuse me!
Well, Tenebrae is such a jerk to her, even though, like, the whole job is protect her. Alright. And with that, we'll go ahead and end this episode. Next time, we actually do head to the ruins. I'm kind of glad we're ending here, because this will also let me do the, try those quests again between this and next episode. Because I don't want to end Chapter 3 without doing them, and we may be coming up towards the end of Chapter 3. I just don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I will see you all in the next one.